And he said, God's word is true. God's word is powerful. God's word you can depend on. And the works that God has done, you can trust that to say he will do it again. I was thinking, talking about memories. In my mind, I went back to a day when we were sitting around a staff table and things were being discussed about what was going on in Simpsonville. And we found families didn't have a church home. We saw people get saved and were beginning to be discipled. And that whole issue was being discussed in the staff meeting. And that moment, I prayed and I said, Lord, I'd like to do that. I'd like to start that church. I'd like to be the pastor there. 30 minutes later, Pastor Hanford called me to his office and he said, what do you think about that church down in Simpsonville? I said, well, I think it'd be a great idea. I think there's a big need down there. He said, no, I'm not talking about the need or the idea. I'm talking about you being the pastor. And I knew right then God had answered a specific prayer in our lives, and we took that movement of God in our lives and to say God directs in various ways, but that's one day God directed through an absolute direct answer to prayer and said we need a church in Simpsonville.